I swear, guys, we're almost at the point where we can do something different. Hey, welcome back to more Unicorn Overlord. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, Reporter Conversations, this time, Reporter Conversations. Elaine and Gladmir. I admit, Elaine, you performed quite admirably in my test of your intentions. And if only you were better suited to fighting beside Terrell to Linda. I might just earn a passing grade. Is that meant to be a compliment? Not as such, no. I concede you have talent, but it's being entirely wasted at the moment. You and Lex spent a great many years training for this war together. But always practicing with the same person means you only know how to react to their particular way of doing things. You must learn how to adapt with a new partner. Unlike me, if you're willing. You're certain that it's necessary. Of course I am. There's no telling when an army archer may attempt to strike you down. The stronger you grow, the more assured I can be in Terrell to Linda's safety under your command. So that's what you're after. In part, yes, but I meant every word. Now what do you say? It would be my pleasure, Gladmir. I look forward to learning what an attendant to the Terranos is capable of. Just the answer I was hoping to hear. What incredible strength. On your feet, Elaine. It's much too early for you to be giving up now. But of course, I shall press ever onward, if I must. What's going on here, Gladmir? Elaine looks as though he's about to faint. Drill Sergeant Gladmir reporting for duty. We'll head out this way around. Gladmir and Alina Lagos. Not Lagos? Wait, Gladmir. It's my attention that you've injured your left arm. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm sure you needn't hide it from me. I can tell you're nursing the wound even now. I wonder, why have you chosen not to present it to a healer? I can't let Terrell and Linda find out about this. Knowing her would simply cause her to worry for my safety. I can't claim I deserve such a concern, especially after failing to protect her myself. So please, keep this secret from me. It's far from the first time I've been wounded, and it surely won't be the last. Now let's never speak another word of it. As you wish. If it makes any difference, I understand your sentiment. I too merely watched as Zanaril ravaged our home and abducted our Turanos. Even my poor attempt at resistance ended in near surrender. You never conceal your troubles from me, Gladmir. I shall gladly keep them between us, and see them remedied however possible. Thank you, Lena Lagos. I'll not hide from you any longer. Wonderful. Now come, a bit of healing magic to set this right in seconds. Ooh, they're gonna get together. Maybe. There's no, like, paired endings or anything like that. Lena and Oclise. It's rather strange for first men in corny Oclise. English such as you are almost never seen outside Albion, if I understand correctly. You do? What was your reason for leaving, if you don't mind me asking? Ever since I was a young girl, I couldn't wait to be rid of my home. Thus, when the opportunity arose to work for the Orthodoxy, I took it. Traveled the world to churches under orders from our pontifex. Like my relative inexperience, everyone met my arrival with such incredible warmth. None more so than Sharon, with whom I quickly became remarkably close. Yet that cheer turned to despair upon my return to Albion. I told my parents of my newfound friend, they greeted the news not with joy, but with anger. Berated me for ever presuming to make company with a human. You failed to understand. Was the very pontifex they revered not the same race as she? And the basis for which you fled your home was to be free of the intolerance my parents espoused. Not only had they warned me of the dangers of humankind, but I simply couldn't bring myself to share in their bigotry. Though it was only after the condemnation of Sharon that I finally decided to sever ties, which when I returned to Rondmort to live in the manner I believed in. It must have been a difficult decision to make, Oclise, even if you felt it a warranted one. It was. Of course it was. But I knew if I stayed I would merely be subjected to more of their despicable slander. While Sharon cared not for a person's race or upbringing, it would gladly welcome any who arrived at her door. It is her greatest virtue, Elaine, and a fatal weakness should have resulted in her being taken hostage again. So I must always stay at her side. Precise the buds of her doubt before they ever blossom into full-grown roses. I'm more than certain you'll do just that, Oclise. I really like Sharon and Oclise's relationship. Like, the game's not going to confirm or deny anything, but, like, they're basically in a relationship together, right? Right. Grab a couple more Star Iron. We'll sort out Star Iron eventually. Berengaria and Travis, I think it's their last one. Looks like this is goodbye. Wait, Ren, please! I can't keep doing this alone. You okay, Travis? I haven't seen someone scream themselves awake in years. Just a bad dream is all? I thought you were leaving me again. Oh, good. Now I'm giving you nightmares. What's so funny? Back while you were gone, everything was the other way around. I always dreamed about being in the Tricorns together, fighting side by side like nothing had ever happened. And what scared me most was waking up realizing that none of it was real. I wish I could just live in my dreams instead of alone on the outside. I had no idea. But now, no matter how bad a dream I might get, you're always here when I open my eyes. I take that over how it used to be, any day of the week. Wait, does mean you'll be having nightmares for the rest of your life? Oh, I can't say I envy that. But it's like you said, better that than the alternative. While I can't fix everything, I can stay with you. Besides, how else am I going to make sure you're staying out of trouble? Thanks, Ren. I have no idea how long I've waited to hear you say that. I'm surprised how early the relationship could actually get 3, get all the way to A rank. But it's a nice little story. Elaine and Celeste! Wait, I trouble you for a moment, Celeste. I changed the banquet that was thrown for us after we liberated the nearby town. What about it? Well, 'tis merely that I noticed you putting a rather exorbitant amount of salt and pepper on your food. I do remember doing so, yes? You mean to say it was intentional, then? I thought the oil gotten the better of you. I suppose my true question is, do you always eat in such a manner? Not generally, no. But I was so nervous sitting next to you that I could barely taste a thing. I've never heard of such a phenomenon. I didn't want to let the feast go to waste, though, so I poured on as much seasoning as I could to try and enhance the flavor. It's quite the inventive solution. Forgive me, Celeste, I failed to realize the hardship my presence caused you. It's not your fault, my prince. I'm just too shy for my own good sometimes. You're awfully skilled at hiding, if so. Assuming it's me that caused you the most worry, perhaps we can help you grow accustomed to my company. Let's try shaking hands to begin with. Yes, let's. Celeste, you're burning up. Are you feeling ill at all? But here, while someone here. Healer. I'm fine, really. It's only the nerves are getting to me a little. This may prove more difficult than I expected. Still haven't really gotten a full, similar to... I think I did this... I think we had Triangle Strategy... Similar to some series, I haven't actually gone through, every single support conversation. So... I'm not too familiar with Celeste. Gotta say, you never know what life will end up throwing your way. I mean, look at me. The only things I've ever been good for are stealing and murdering. But here I am fighting some kind of righteous war, hoping to save the whole damn world. I'm glad you chose to join us, Gamble. I've seen conflict and corruption turn so many good people to banditry over the years, including a dear friend of mine. But now all I can do is pray he's safe, wherever he is. It's gotta hurt. But I wouldn't be standing here now if it wasn't for you. You hadn't showed up when you did, near half Corning would have burned to the ground. I'd have lost everything, my sister, my town, and everything. But here I am, alive and breathing. I bet we can do the same thing for that friend of yours, too. You're right. It's much too soon to give up hope. I'm glad I was able to help your sister. Just pray... Hey, there's no time for begging the father. He'll find him. So he will. Thank you, Gamble. I don't know why Gamble's voice sticks in my mind so much. You hear all of these characters at some point. But, I don't know, Gamble's voice just, always sticks out to me as, I can remember exactly what this sounds like. Lady Euclise, is there something I can assist you with? Not tonight, thank you. You're only preparing to turn in for the evening. I suggest you do the same. You'll surely be tired from the day's work. Yes, I suppose I am. You seem rather troubled, Sharon. What is it that ails you? Oh, It's just that I learned long ago that you're more than capable of anything you set your mind to. It's often obvious that you were quite exhausted from your duties back at Ronmore. You always found the energy to play with the children without so much as a moment's hesitation. A pleasant memory, yes, but how does that relate to your present dismay? Well, the same is true in our battles, Euclise. You're always doing whatever you can to protect me, while I never have the chance to support you in any way, neither in battle nor out of it. You mean to say... What a wretched fool I've been. So quick was I to act, I failed to even notice the compassion you bore for me. Please, you mustn't blame yourself. Are you certain you've not need of a rest share? I'm fine, I assure you. In that case, perhaps I would rather like a nice wing massage. You always have been good at this, Sharon. Your legs make as fine a pillow as ever. I'm glad you think so. But more than anything, I'm happy to know I can actually be of use to you. As am I for you. To be completely honest, our friendship's a little bit one-sided of late. You're so much for me, and I wanted nothing more than make you feel cared for in the same way. Though, it feels a bit embarrassing to say that out loud. Sharon, please, you do plenty. You may not always realize this, but the day I met you was the most blessed day of my life. Oh, come now, I know you're just trying to cheer me up. I am, perhaps, but it's the truth, too. I'm pleased to hear you say so. And in the spirit of openness, I feel the same. I mean, what did I say? They're basically in a relationship already. That's so sad that's the last one. Oh, I really like their interactions together. I want more. Oh well. Just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, I'll loop back around. Head to this side of the world. Oh, apparently just never bothered to open that gate. Alright. I mean, that helps my plans of looping around, I suppose. Of course, gotta take care of the... what's the place called again? Lower Hall. Completely slipped my mind. Gladmir and Eltolinda! If I may, Taras, it's a great honor to serve at your side once more. Do you know how worried I was, Gladmir? When the magic which clouded my mind finally lifted, you were nowhere to be seen. Not by choice. When I returned from my duty, Lower Hall had fallen. What I could do was bide my time until the proper moment presented itself. Perhaps that was for the best. Had you been beside me while I was under Zenora's sway, I may well have struck you down. If I had, I would never be able to live with myself. I'm not one to die that easily, Taras. Especially if it were you after my life. My, isn't someone feeling confident? Why wouldn't I be? I never lost a single sparring match to you in all our years together. You say that as though it hasn't been ages since we last fought. No longer the child may remember me as, and I shall prove as much in about this very moment. May luck be with you. That was quite the battle, Gladmir. Indeed it was. You've truly grown, Taras. Well, what is it? Nothing of much import. It simply struck me how many moons have passed since we've been able to speak like this. Growing up here in Lower Hall, few regard me as anything beyond the blessed Turanos. You never let my title interfere with our friendship. At times you would scold me and Rosalinda for making trouble in the palace, while at others you would laugh with us like the third sister we never had. I suppose I would, yes. I was so extremely grateful to have you, Gladmir. It's the same as I am now. Such words are wasted on a failed guardian. Please, Gladmir, not abide any further self-doubt. What matters now is you're here. I couldn't ask for anything more. Honors X2. Yeah. Elaine and Eltolinda. I have to know, Elaine. What was your first impression upon arriving in Alheim? It would have been the greenery, of course. It is a far more wondrous land than Cornea, with nigh untouchable divinity to it all. In times of solitude, it's even felt as though trees themselves were likely to pick me up and carry me off to unknown shores. And I can't deny the possibility. Of course, it's a beautiful place indeed, yet shall show no sympathy towards those who threaten it. Nor as an Northern encroachment may have robbed the Fae of much of their strength. I'm certain they were ever vigilant in studying your actions, and presumably still are. Let's presume, then, that the forest will restore to its natural state. A mere word from your lips would be enough to make me vanish for the rest of time? If the breath of evil in your heart demanded such measures, then yes. I can't imagine that ever being the case. Not for the man who was so brave in delivering me from Zenora's grasp. My faith in you shall never waver, Elaine, no matter what events may lie ahead. Honors X2. Aaron! You're too close. One thing, so... it's not a guarantee that this game will get a sequel. I would like if it got a sequel. Like, there's definitely a lot of things you could expand on within the world. I don't really know how, like, in terms of story exactly you would be able to justify a sequel. Probably best you could do was some other continent with, you know, the same sorts of, same races, but... So yeah, if you need someone to go turn your hands for you, I'm your guy. I never asked that of you, Gamble. Now if you promised that you would be living an honest life now, then have you abandoned that pursuit in my name? You're still believing in me, huh? Still trusting that I'm a new man, for all this thieving business. Were you not Celeste's loyalty would be questioned as well for ever speaking in your favor. In the matter of your sister, I don't suspect you could do something so foolish. I got nothing to say to that. Yeah, I'm telling the truth, you know. But I gotta complain about something. Ever since I decided to join up with you, I wonder if I really deserve this kind of life. I don't know, maybe it's just my conscience getting the better of me. I seriously do want to spend more of the time I got left helping people who need it. Even if it means sinking back to a life of crime. Besides, someone's got to do it. Figure someone's better off being me than you. I don't give a damn how dangerous it is neither. As far as I'm concerned, I should have been dead that day back in Coquillage. That's enough, Gamble. If you wish to atone for the sins of your past, you need merely to carry their lessons into your future. Both for your own sake, and for your sister's. You're a real piece of work, Elaine. But when you're right, you're right. I won't go bring this up again. I pray you don't. Gamble's fine. He's whatever as a character. I do not, I will be fully honest that I did not trust the whole sister thing, but alright. What lovely birds. Sorry, you say something? I'm just admiring the pheasants. Pheasants? They look absolutely delectable. Don't tell me you forgot to eat breakfast again. Not today, no. It just follows one of my favorite foods. Back home, anything with wings is considered sacred in a way. Makes sense given her fondness for griffins. Though that means it's forbidden to even hunt birds, let alone eat them. I guess it's no ignoring tradition, huh? Good news is we're nowhere near your home. So I'm gonna go shoot a few of them down for us. You would really do that? Gladly. Me and Gamble will be laugh for dragging us out of the turn. Besides, now I might set on pheasant stew for dinner. Oh, perfect. Just let me get close first so I can catch any of the ones you hit. Celeste. I'm ready when you are. You out of your damn mind? That's right where I'm aiming. You'll be fine. I have a lot of practice dodging arrows, you know? Let's just hope I hit the right bird then. I mean, if you're referring to the griffin, I wouldn't really call the griffin a bird. I guess, I suppose it's not a bird, but whatever. That will do things for this time. Don't get anything off a little bit on the earlier side. Actually, I'll do one more. I'll do this one over here. Rosalinda and Rosalinda. Rosalinda, wait! What seems to be the matter? Well, it seems as though you've been... Sorry. Seems as thought you've been avoiding me of late. And if we do find occasion to speak, it's only about war, nothing else. We have to even find the time to have tea together. Feeling lonely without your Eunice to keep you company, I see. Is there a problem with that? Not at all. I'm actually glad to see you so desperate to overcome my disregard. You mean to imply you've been avoiding me on purpose, even knowing how alone I felt in your absence? I'm sorry, Vanessa. I'm just too fond not to tease you every now and then. How cruel! Only I've ever spent time with you, and this is my reward.
Pardon the interruption, milady. I come with a report concerning the gods for your assistant.
Now, it's not the best time, as I think you can see.
Of course, milady. We'll speak more of this later.
And would you care to explain? Well, there's no point in hiding it now. I've asked a few of Elaine's soldiers to watch over you for me. Given what happened to Lower Hall, I was afraid that owning guards alone would be enough to keep you safe. I didn't expect it would take quite so long to find humans I could trust with the task. That explains why you've been so busy. Forgive me, Anissa. While you're acting out of concern for my well-being, I behaved like little more than a spoiled child. Enough of that, please. It really matters that you wanted to spend time with me. And of course, I with you. So what did you say? Join me to the town with a cup of tea you mentioned. I'd be glad to. There's so much I have to talk to you about. I mean, I know of a few human guards that you could have. But you know, are they even in? And there's two right here. I mean, they're very capable of being good guards. God damn, because I stole her sword for my training unit, which I haven't used in a little bit. I just haven't had time. The moral of the story of my YouTube career lately, just haven't had time to do things. But that will do it for this time, and next time we will continue our rapport conversations. Until then, see you guys later.